What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy Yo Jose, and this is Meet the Neighbors, powered by Ledoux Entertainment Co. Across from me, as always, to my left is my brother, my co-host, my right-hand man, Rossi.
What's good, Jose?
And today is I'm doing good.
Your right hand, but he's on your left, though.
Yeah.
I know.
Right-hand man. You know, it's kind of funny because you are always to my left, but I always say you are my right-hand man. I've never, ever peeped that. But today's a very, very important day. Not only is it another episode of Meet the Neighbors, our second episode ever, but we got my brother Ledoux in the motherfucking building. Make some noise for Ledoux.
Ooh, Ledoux, what it do?
Clap it up for him, clap it up.
What it do?
How you doing, buddy?
Good, man. How are you? Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate y'all so much. This is awesome.
Second ever episode of Meet the Neighbors.
I feel
so
honored.
You should feel, yeah. You should
no,
feel
I feel fucking honored. Hell yeah.
You should. We had Matt on here the first time.
That's
a hard one. Yeah, that's a hard one to follow up.
So
I
shout
don't
out
know.
my brother Matt the fucking
Matt
rapper.
the fucking rapper, my guy.
And we had my brother Ledoux in the second episode, which is really good because you and Matt are actually really good friends.
We are.
I actually met you through Matt.
Yeah.
While we were on tour, the first night of the tour, and then actually the last 2 days of the tour, you actually opened up for Matt and opened up for Sadistic. But you've been a good friend of mine for the past couple months. I met you about back in July?
Shit, it's been that.
July, right?
July. Yeah.
And I always tell everybody when I do meet you, like I tell Rossi now, whenever I do introduce you to someone or we ever like around someone, I always tell them like, yo, me and this man had like the biggest heart to heart. Like I had a conversation with this man the first day I met him more than I probably had with like some people I consider friends. And I know if that's a bad thing or not, but like we had like a legit heart to heart.
We
like,
did.
For like an hour
Matt was knocked out on the floor, and we had first we took an Uber to a restaurant to eat, which was fire. It was like a really hole in the wall joint. We were kind of skeptical about it. We were like, I don't know if this shit is gonna be good.
It was a hood spot.
That shit ended up being fucking fire. And we took a walk to the liquor store, then Ubered back, and Matt knocked out, and we was just talking about life over a bottle of Hennessy. And dude, yeah, you're right. We looked up and it was like an hour and a half later, and we looked at each other like, we should have recorded this shit.
We're like, yo, I should have, like, fuck, I do podcasts, and we literally just recorded a fire-ass podcast. Probably one of the best episodes I probably could have recorded up until that date.
Right.
And we just didn't record it. But I think that's kind of what,
that's just like the
that's
drunk
like the catalyst.
truths.
Yeah, that's kind of the catalyst of our friendship. We don't really get to hang out too often. You live in fucking bumfuck Egypt compared to where I live. I'm sure you feel the same about me. You live in fucking, where, Miami? North Miami, South Miami?
Iversbury.
So you're actually not too far.
I'm right on the county line, but still, nonetheless, like just the further south you go, the more it gets fucking just.
Bro, now that I live in North Broward, like I live in Coral Springs, even though we're currently in Deerfield, he's currently more north than I live, but like he's always like, oh, my driving to Miami is not a big deal. I hate driving to fucking Miami.
Yeah, I live in Miami and I hate driving in Miami. It's the worst.
So you're from South Florida though, right? Born and raised?
Yeah, born and raised South Florida. Yeah, if I could be more specific, Miramar. I was raised like in Miramar for the first 14 years of my life.
14 years of your life?
Yeah.
So do you consider yourself someone from Broward, someone from Miami, or you don't really give a fuck? Like
I like to say South Florida just because my entire life I've been all over Broward, Dade, beach, Little Haiti for a little bit. Now back in Ives. So I've been over around a little bit, but I just say South Florida. I think now that Broward in terms of music.
So the early days of Ledoux, when you were just a little jit running around South Florida. Right. Tell me about your parents. Like, where you from? Like, what they do? Like, what they do for a living?
My mom's Peruvian. My dad's Italian American.
Okay.
We grew up in a middle class household. I'm the oldest of three. I have two younger sisters.
For some reason, I already asked you this, but like when I remember the first time I met you, like I asked you if you were French.
So the name is French.
Yeah,
so
French.
I'm actually the fourth. But not the crazy thing. It's not really that crazy. But I don't know any of the other Marcels past my father.
Yeah,
never.
And it's funny because like your name is actually a French name.
It is Marcel Ledoux.
Yeah, your last name actually is Ledoux.
Ledoux. Yeah, that's my actual
So you have a super fucking French name, but you're not French.
But your dad's
at all.
Italian.
Your dad's Italian.
Italian American, bro. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
But then what? Then again, what does make sense?
Yeah.
Nah, facts.
I
know how y'all boys got into a deep convo with motherfuckers saying shit like that.
I like to challenge shit, yo. It's just like, but is it really this? And if it's not, then why is it this? You know?
But that actually does not make any sense. Like you have a French sounding name,
and my dad's Italian, and then my mom's Peruvian on top of that. So
yeah.
What the
so
fuck
your dad's
is
Peruvian, mom's Italian. No,
other way around.
Or other way around.
Yeah.
Sorry. You grow up in, so you grew up in Broward, you said, or Miami?
Grew up in Miramar, like old Miramar, like before like West Miramar was built. Like, so we're talking about like east of University.
Okay, so early days you're in Miramar, and then you get to grow up a little bit. Where'd you go to high school at?
I went to high school. I started like my first 6 months. I started MacArthur in Hollywood.
Okay, then
shout out MacArthur, and then I went to Crop, and then got into the magnet program at Crop for vocal, and graduated from there.
What was it like going to magnet school?
You know what? I think everybody. Everybody. With shows like Glee, where they glorified like the performance aspect, and like a school where like the Glee Club was such a huge thing. Like I think everybody thought it was like that, but no, it was like a regular high school. We just had a coaster drop. It was like a regular high school. Yeah. We just had, in order to be in the magnet program, you just had to audition. You had to get selected, and it wasn't an experience that was much different from any other high school. Yeah,
I remember being a kid and like being in elementary school, because there is a lot of. I mean, obviously I grew up here, so I know, but I can't speak anywhere else. But there is a lot of magnet schools out here in South Florida, especially for high school and for middle school and high school. And I remember being in 5th grade and like them like having like an open house or type shit, like the school is coming to you and like telling you, oh, if you want to do this, you want to do this. And like I don't remember what the fuck I wanted to do in 5th grade, but I remember there was this one school, I think it was called William Dandy or something like that. There was this one middle school that like I don't know, I just
that sounds hella
I talked to the lady from the school, and she like just, I guess whatever they were specializing is what I wanted to do, and I became like obsessed with that school. Like my mom really like tried to like get me into that school, and then she realized like it was kind of like in the hood, kind of wasn't that good of a school, and she looked at it like, oh, magnet school. She's like, you're not going there. But she kind of like shot that.
She's like, hey, your dreams, that's nice.
Yeah. She's like, yeah, I'm still your mom. You're only in 6th grade. You're not going there. And I ended up going to like just the local middle school and then moving to Davie, and that's where I ended up staying the rest of like my, I guess you call it like my childhood education.
I like that area, that Davie West area. I know it's kind of questionably racist, but
oh, super super racist. They have clan meetings in Davie. Shout out Davie.
Shout out the clan in Davie.
They have clan meetings in Davie. There's like a diner in Davie and on Davie Road. It's called Flashback Diner. And like I remember growing up, like my aunt and like a bunch of older people that like were not older, but like they're like 10 years older than me, like in their 30s, would be like, yo, back in the day that was like a KKK like clan meeting.
What do you mean back in the day? It's like now.
Yeah. She's like, and I remember them telling me that. I remember like my aunt told me that. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. She's like, yeah. And then one day like my friend's uncle who like went to like the high school we went to, but like graduated 15 years before. He's like, yeah, it's a KKK meetup spot. And like someone else told us that. Like, yo, what the fuck's like West? Yeah, Davie, like especially like they call it like Old Davie. Yeah. Like where like it's still kind of like looks a little bit country.
Like the back roads and shit like that. Yeah.
That's like heavy like racist like KKK grounds. Like,
and you know what's so crazy? I feel like for the longest time that was in Davie was the only Waffle House in South Florida.
And there was on University.
It was like the only Waffle House.
Well, they have one on Griffin.
Right,
like heading towards on 75.
And
the next
exactly.
one they only have is on like heading towards 95, which is on Davie on Davie Road.
Yeah, so I feel like there was like but now you have the one in Miami Gardens.
What's your thoughts on Waffle House?
Waffle House is dope.
You fuck with it?
It wouldn't be my first choice for breakfast places.
I get shit on.
I go to OHOP.
OHOP, yeah, I'd rather go to IHOP all fucking
No,
day.
not IHOP. OHOP, original House of Pancakes.
Oh, yeah, I'll go there. I'll go to anywhere before fucking Waffle House. Real shit. Like, fucking, yeah, that coaster's fucking...
Coaster's fucking up.
I get shitted on every time I travel for anything like music related or any just in general. If I travel with a group of friends, I always get shitted on. Everybody always makes fun of me or calls me a diva or whatever because like I don't fuck with Waffle House. Like I do not fuck. That's a joke, and every time I go, like people be like, "Oh, let's go eat."
But what's your reasoning for not fucking with Waffle House?
It's just not good. But then again, not much stuff is good at 4:00 in the morning. But like that shit is really fucking bad.
True.
And then it's just dirty, bro. It's so fucking dirty. Like I can't. And not saying the McDonald's is clean.
I feel like that's part of the experience.
Yeah, it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's part of the experience of seeing like the way to scratch his ass and then like go make your waffle.
Right. If I roll out back and two cooks and both cooks that are on shift are not back there smoking a cigarette, I don't want it.
I don't want it.
Yeah. I don't want it.
Like I'm truly convinced like that they get their flavor in their waffles from like the batter that they didn't clean from the night before. Like just crusted on there. Like I don't even know how they fit waffles on there anymore.
Tis what it is. Don't tell me how you got it. Just fucking as long as that shit is fire.
So I do not fuck with Waffle House. I'm strictly fucking Denny's. I'll go to IHOP. I'll not eat honestly. I'll just be like, yo, I'm not eating.
I'm out.
I'm just not
mad at that. I get you. Listen.
Fuck spending fucking the money at Waffle House. I'll save my money and then go eat good in the morning. You know what I mean?
That don't make you. That don't make you.
Yeah. Matt was loving that shit. Matt was like, Jose's a fucking diva. He doesn't fuck a Waffle House. Yeah, Mars too.
Matt's the first person to fucking talk shit about you being a diva. Yeah.
Matt's a nasty fuck, bro. When it comes to eating, Matt's type of guy. Like he like saves food and like next day and puts it back like fast food, throws it in the microwave before he goes out, get a little something in his stomach. I'm not knocking him.
I can't do it.
I don't heat up fast food.
I think I was gonna say I think there's certain foods that just are not supposed to be eaten the next day.
You learn a lot about your friends about how things they eat. Like some people like heat up shit and don't give a fuck, they eat whatever. And some people are like me, like I don't even eat leftovers. So like I'm just like a picky ass.
I don't either. You know what is pretty fire leftover? Like Italian food, like pastas and stuff like that.
Anything
like
made from scratch is good.
Yeah, like, second day.
I love
day
Thanksgiving
fire.
leftovers. You know
Thanksgiving leftovers. Yeah. I can't. After like 1 maybe 2 days the most. I can't. I'm like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm out.
yeah. I think I lost my shit for like 2 days. I had like back-to-back days. My mom had some pork, some penne.
And it's funny. Like the day after Thanksgiving, you have a pretty full plate. Like you have your ham, you have maybe mac and cheese, you have some stuff, and you have some mashed potatoes. Like you have. And then like the second day after that, you're like, you're just like, I just want ham and fucking mac and cheese. Yeah, no, I'm
You don't want the whole full course.
No, I don't want the whole fucking full course. Nah.
So growing up in Florida, Miramar went to. You said you went to Crop.
Yep.
Graduated from Crop. Graduated from there. Did you graduate?
Yeah, I did.
All right,
took me longer than I wanted it to.
Shout out to everybody that graduated. Shout out to everybody that did it.
Shout out to everybody that took 5 years. It's cool. It's all right.
If you took 5 years, go only there for 5 months. Say whatever the fuck you did. Shout out to you.
Don't fucking matter.
So music. When does music come around? Is that something you obviously went to? You said you went to magnet school for music.
But
is that like when you already like figured out like I want to do music, or like instead it like hits you?
Yeah, it definitely played a pivotal role in where I'm at now. I was doing I don't want to say I was doing music before entering Crop, but I think it was just definitely
kind of opened your eyes.
It definitely opened my eyes. And introduced me to my first music opportunity. Like I was in like I think my mom brought me to like talent shows and stuff like that, auditions for commercials and stuff like that prior to that. But in high school, my English teacher, her son was a producer, writer, and she linked me up with him. And I remember on the weekends, we'd go. I can't even tell you where it was. I know it was north, and I'd spend the weekend there. We'd write, we'd record, and then I'd just come back home and just go back to school.
And it was always singing.
It was always singing.
It was never rapping.
Yeah, like that. It's funny. It's because you always bring it up. Like I think everybody that meets me just aesthetically, like based off the way I look like a quote unquote rapper.
The funny thing about it is like when I hear your music, obviously I was shocked at first to hear that you were a singer. Then not only that, but like a lot of people say they're singers and then they can't actually sing. You were a singer. Told me you were a singer, and you actually have like pipes so you could actually sing.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of like it's surprising. But now once I see you, I guess because I that's the first thing I heard from you. Like I couldn't imagine you doing anything else. Yeah. So like now it's like that when I hear the song you sent me the other day, my girl was like, "Wow, your boy can really sing." I'm like, yeah, and I was like, but you know what? He doesn't look like that, but like I didn't expect anything else when he sent me the record because like I don't know. Now I just kind of guess have that image that's why I thought of you. But at first, remember you telling me like, "Oh, I was waiting for you to play me some rap records," and I was like, "Yeah, no, I'm a singer."
I kind of like it though. I think we live in a society where I think you could almost. I mean, I feel like people think that they could look at somebody and pick them out and be like, "Oh, I know what you're about. I know what you do. I know what your sound."
And usually
sounds
you're right.
like.
A lot of times not.
Yeah,
right.
Most of the time you are right, but I love throwing people off. I love having this very rugged kind of look to myself, and I don't think I'm super rugged. Like I have my nails painted, I have a beard and shit like that. So I'm well kept. Like I take care of myself as a we as men stereotypically we don't take care of ourselves, right? But I feel like I take care of myself pretty well.
Shout out to everybody that takes care of their beard. I gotta get more of my beard treatment.
Yeah, absolutely. But not only that, dude, just like pampering yourself, dude. Like I really enjoy going to get my nails done. Yeah, absolutely, dude. Like what I need to do get better at doing is massages. I want to get massages, doing face masks and stuff. Like hell yeah, bro. I want to
do a face mask.
Yeah, I want to take care of myself, man.
Shout out to all the men out there taking care of themselves.
I think it's important, dude. Like I think sometimes I think we're like as we're progressing, like I think it's like stuff like that is like widely accepted now for men to do, and I think I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I don't think it's feminine. I don't think it makes you question your sexuality. Like I know for a long time, like that was in play, but not anymore. I think like it's just taking care of yourself, dude, because you got to, especially white people. We age horribly. We age fucking horribly,
you are half
dude.
Spanish, so half Spanish.
I am half Spanish, so it kind of helps, but at the same time, I do know and recognize that I am half white as well, so I have to kind of take care of myself. But yeah, man. I do love just throwing people off because you're not the first person to say that, yo, I thought you were a rapper. I thought you were about to drop some bars. I'm like, nah. I'm here to just I'm going to croon. I'm going to sing and, that's it. Crooner. Yeah, I love it, dude.
So you so your mom, so you said you obviously you got a lot of early influences from going to school. Mm-hmm. Your mom ends up linking you with a producer, songwriter, or
no? This is from school. This is my English teacher. Okay. Her son was a producer, writer. So
you had another adult in your life linking you with someone else, and you guys record music again. Yeah. So how did that start? Or how did that go about? Or what proceeded from that?
It was cool. It was like a trial and error thing. I think it was just a naturally just like, yo, like you sing really well, and my son is doing this. Let's link you guys together, and we started and we did like one or two songs together. I remember the first song, the first song I recorded with the guy, I helped write, and it was talking about going down on a girl.
How old were you?
It was called Downtown. I was like 15, 16. It was literally called Downtown, and I was like, I've never done this before, but let's do it. And I remember playing it for like my classmates and shit like that, and some of the girls some of the girls were just like, they felt really uncomfortable.
This is also around the time when Chris, you're a little bit older than me, but this is also around the time when like Chris Brown already kind of taken off. Like,
nah, bro, this is before that.
So
before,
there wasn't too many young dudes talking about that. Because I feel like after Chris Brown, after all that stuff, you kind of saw the industry trying to get a lot of those.
The coaster
molds. I would say fuck that coaster.
Fuck the coaster, bro.
That was around the time they got like a lot of the industry trying to like find another young dude to sing about that stuff, or like try to, that was like a little of a mold they were trying to do. You saying this is before this?
It's before that.
So
like I'm fairly older. I have no problem saying that I'm older than a lot of like the artists in South Florida now. Like, I'm definitely older up there. I don't act it. Like I enjoy life. Like I think I'm just free flowing and stuff like that. But it was definitely before like the Chris Brown era for sure.
So you make that song Downtown, and the reactions from everybody.
The girls were just like, I don't know about this, and cringy. I'm just like, they were cringing for sure, 100%. But because I think you talking about early 2000s, like this is when like some of this shit, from young men, young boys, this shit wasn't like widely accepted. It wasn't. It was just like, I don't know about this, but obviously as we evolve as people and humanity, it becomes a little bit more widely accepted.
As you get a little older, when as a kid when you get a little older, and when it goes from like being like cringy thing to like someone like, let's talk about it now, like.
And then maybe it was just me because I was like the pudgy fat kid.
Maybe you just look good. They didn't want you singing about it.
Yeah, exactly.
They want someone else singing about it.
It could have been that. It could have also been that. It's cool. I understand that I was the pudgy kid. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if I couldn't sing. I don't know where I would have been, honestly, in terms of the looks.
I don't know,
department.
but I've seen you in action, man. Like I think I've seen you. I mean, not to blow your head up or toot your horn, but like I've seen Marcel in action. I've seen Ledoux in action.
Damn.
And you back a little nice thing in Detroit. I'm not gonna lie.
Wow.
So we ain't gonna talk too much about it because I didn't even know you had a girlfriend now. Because last time we talked, I don't think you had a girlfriend.
I'm dating.
Dating.
I'm dating her. I'm dating exclusively. Yeah, nah, like what I love about what her and I have is we're very transparent. Like we communicate very, very well. But her and I are dating. Like I guess exclusively. Like there's nobody else.
This was way before you, I'm sure.
And nothing really happened. So
you just put in a little work. Show me and Matt. Like, sometimes you gotta flex for your boys when you got it.
Yeah, a little bit. But you know what? In all fairness, it was somebody that I had known prior to the tour stop. So we had planned on just meeting up there. But it was cool to catch up to her. So I don't talk to her anymore. But shout out to her. Whatever.
I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about the bartender.
Oh shit! Damn. Damn.
That boy got too much shit going on. But I see my man in action.
You saw how he put me out there.
Too much going on.
Damn. Next question, sir. Yeah. Next question, sir.
But like I said, Ledoux's girl. I'm not trying to.
In all fairness, I was a free man at the time. I was a free man, and I was coming out of.
You were gloating about how much, not gloating, but you were telling me, I'm like, yo, I'm literally like as free as I. You were a free man, like you're at that time.
I was, but and if I could be 100% honest, I was still trying to get over my ex, and I was hurting a little bit, but so I was just going through the motions of trying to figure that shit out. Yeah,
talk to more girls.
Bro, this shit is wild, man. That shit is wild. It's crazy. All of us cope differently, yo.
Yeah.
All of us cope differently.
Yeah. So you record with this your English teacher and her son.
Yeah.
That shit proceeds out. Does anything come out of that?
Nah, nothing. It was a great experience. I enjoyed the experience, but it was nothing really came out of it. It was just again experience. I think it was an experience that a lot of my classmates weren't getting, so I really enjoyed it and appreciated it and took whatever I could from it, and that was it.
And then you go on from there. You said this is high school, right?
High school.
So you go on from there. What happens after that? You graduate high school?
Yeah, so like in high school, the great thing about high school was magnet program, competitions and stuff like that. I think at the time, Crop was one of the top rated choirs, vocal programs in the county. It was us in New World. Every competition, we see New World. You get to know the students and stuff like that. And if I could be honest, I think at one of the competitions I sang for Zoe Kravitz.
Wow.
If I could, I think it was Coral Ridge High.
Yeah. Coral Ridge High. So that's right by my crib.
I think it was Coral something. It was down there. It was down south. And I think like the girls from the school were like, yo, that's Lenny Kravitz's daughter.
Yeah.
And they're like, yo, you should sing for him. And at the time, like, like a few of the guys and I from the choir, like we knew like In the Still of the Night, like 4-part harmonies and shit like that. And, I was the best singer, I guess you could say. I'm doing air quotes. And so we did it. We sang for her and I did my thing. And like, yeah, like I was just like, and that was it. Like I saw her that one night and we didn't exchange numbers or anything like that. But I guess I could say I sang for Zoe Kravitz. That's cool. That's fire. I guess. Yeah, it's fire.
That's fire.
But yeah, like, so what was awesome is like our end of the year plays were student ran, lighting, sound. We didn't perform the tracks. Everything was live music. So we had to get the musicians together, the music together. Yeah. So it really gave us a sense of what hands-on creativity looks like, putting together a live show from start to finish, So did that. And then wrote post high school, struggled to find producers and writers to work with. This is like MySpace era, but found some guys.
Just some of the normal problems that a lot of artists run into, 100%, especially back in the day. Like you said,
exactly.
You are a little bit older than the typical. You don't fit in. You're not at the age of the sound, quote unquote, hits into the SoundCloud rapper.
Nah, I'm not.
Internet rapper. You were around a little bit before.
Yeah, I was.
So
I definitely was.
You're a little bit older than me, and I remember like when I first got into the scene and got into music, there was no SoundCloud. There wasn't that stuff. It was really hard to figure out how to like upload your music or even find music. Like I was finding music off LimeWire, and like I knew about MySpace music because that's why I used to create MySpace pages and upload like Lil Wayne songs because I always tried to have like the most exclusive Lil Wayne song on like my MySpace.
Right.
So like I remember I knew a lot about MySpace. Was it
your top
music.
8?
Yeah, and I remember when I first
top
started.
8 was serious.
Yeah, when I first started dropping music, my friends like we would drop it on. We had a MySpace page. And I remember the difficulty of trying to figure out like, yo, how the fuck do you like get?
We did what we could with what we had, and that was it. And it was very much like that, looking for writers and producers to work with. Yeah. And I found these two guys, Alex and Julian. I think I don't know if they're still together now, but they used to go by the name of Ear Candy Studios, Dangerous Minds, Dangerous Sound, something like that. I forgot what they were called back then. But I had this song that I started writing when I was 17, got my heart broke. Yeah. And I brought it to them and they, structurally changed some things. We rewrote some things and recorded the song. It's called Couldn't Thank You More. I put it on MySpace. And it did well. Like, I mean, the reception I got from friends.
Around this time, you're around how old?
This time I'm 20 maybe.
20, and these are like the first records you think you could say like really dropping records.
Yeah, this is the first. So I did 2 songs with those guys, and you're talking about like paying money out of my pockets to write and record and studio time and stuff like that. Yeah, it's costly.
No, it's hefty. I remember, man. People nowadays I see someone like him. I'm younger than you. He's even younger than me. So like I see someone like him who has all this equipment and like he records all his shit. You record all your shit on your own shit, right? Do you ever pay for studio time ever?
Only when I'm with Mates, because Mates refuses to record with me. He wants to go to the studio.
I feel, which I feel too. But there's a lot of shit to go into when it comes to just like recording yourself. And I remember back in the day, like I remember like literally having my shitty ass job, making like $9 an hour, and trying to save up my money to go to
bro. I was working
the studio and being like, damn, I got my check. I got $200 now, or $300, $400. And like, damn, it's $25 an hour to go to the studio. Like, fuck, this is like 75% of my check. And like dropping that shit, and then like dropping that shit, recording your song, then having to pay to get it mastered, and then dropping a song, and then really not seeing anything from the song, and it's like, damn. This is fun, but this is really fucking discouraging.
I mean, they were really good guys. I think I approached them, just very graciously. Like what I don't understand about artists these days, I feel like artists are very pretentious, very self-centered, and kind of narcissistic in a sense. And like I never had that aura about me. Like like I'm just a guy. I just want to just do music. I just want to make dope shit, and that's how I approached them. And I think they really gave me a great deal, like per song. Like they didn't do an hourly thing. Like, all right, from writing to producing to mixing to mastering, we'll charge you X amount of dollars per song. And I did it. Like you said, you're working a $9, $10 an hour job, and you're just like, how the fuck am I gonna afford this? And at the time, I think I was working 2 jobs just to get a one song done. And but it served its purpose, dude. It was a great experience. The feedback from the song at the time when you're 20, 21, like it's just like it was dope. It was a really good thing for me. And then I meet my best friend and his best friend. They went by The Last at the time, and started working with them. I served as like the unofficial, quote unquote, third member of the group, and then they dismantled, and then I kind of stopped doing music. This is like I'm at like 25, and I'm like, all right, I'm out. Like music wasn't bringing any money in.
Yeah, you serious, and you hadn't seen any money doing
I wasn't seeing any money, doors closing.
This is like around what you say, you're around 25?
25, yeah, so 26,
like,
yeah.
So you're not really seeing anything out of it. You're probably hitting that wall like a lot of us have hit. And not just being an artist, but being a creative in general, like creative wall where it's like, fuck, I'm not seeing anything money out of it. I'm not really seeing any results out of it. So what do you do there? You're 25.
25, 26.
A lot of people tend to give up at that point. So
no, definitely. I definitely. I guess you could say I gave up. I gave up. I just started working a job and trying to take that seriously and move up as far as I could. And I did. I reached I guess you could say a management level in hospitality.
And where were you working at then?
I was working for a hospitality company. They do beach rentals, so like all like the lounges and the umbrellas and shit like that. Like they basically run everything from.
Are you that guy that fucking when I go on the beach telling me to get the fuck up? Cause
get the fuck off the chair, bitch. You ain't pay for this shit. Fuck out of here. That's me. That was me. That was absolutely me.
Some of them fucking chairs be so much fucking money, bro. I remember.
Nah, they're expensive, dude.
I stayed at the fucking Lowe's Hotel one time. Y'all know what the Lowe's is, right? Which obviously, before I move the story, but obviously the Lowe's Hotel was like just the most expensive a hotel, one of the most expensive hotels in Miami. Like that shit already just gonna be expensive for no fucking reason because of where you're staying. But I remember the chair was like $35.
Yeah,
like that, bro.
I mean,
like,
I think the company that I used to work for, they have multiple contracts. Yeah. Like so, they basically span from First Street all the way on South Beach all the way up to here. I think they have contracts with hotels and resorts up here, but every resort and everything, every contract is different. Like sometimes if you go to some resorts, like the chairs are like $17. Of
course, depends on the resort.
It depends on where you're at, right? Like if you go to Soho Beach House, you're not getting a chair. Like it's not open to the public.
But if you go to fucking Holiday Inn, they have a fucking beach on there, and you're gonna get that shit. For
right? Yeah. So it all varies, but I that's where I was working at the time, and I reached management level. It's hospitality. Hospitality is a great. You can meet so many people, dude. I met a lot of great people.
I work in the restaurant industry, so
exactly. So and at that time through hospitality, I met my then my now ex-wife, and just started pursuing that relationship, got married, and was just moving up again, just that hospitality management ladder.
So you quit music. You don't quit, but you kind of fall back in 25. Get into the job field, which we all do. I have a job. We're not all lucky like Rossi. Rossi doesn't have to fucking work a fucking job. He just living the fucking life out here. Shout out Rossi. But so you meet your girl.
I'm a business, Jose. You fucking asshole.
I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a businessman. God damn it. That's why I be telling my fucking mom. I'm like, Mom, I'm quitting my fucking job. She's like, what are you gonna do? I'm like, Mom, I'm a fucking businessman. What are you talking about? What are you
I'm a walking business,
Mom. What are you saying?
What are you talking about?
What are you saying? But so you meet your ex girl. Well, so you get married at what age? Let's talk about that. Let's go because getting married at that age is kind of a weird thing.
I mean, I think I met like this is 25.
Not a weird thing, but it's not something that.
Nah, yeah. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I've always been a relationship guy. I've never been a guy that just
It's funny you say the word relationship guy because I didn't realize that. I guess I'm a relationship guy.
You are a relationship guy.
And so him and my friend Mars started letting me know I'm a relationship guy. I never considered myself a relationship guy. Ever.
So the weird thing is so let me ask you a question. Why do you say he's a relationship guy? What makes you say that?
It's not even like, because I've known him when he's not in a relationship, but then like he always has like a love interest, and he always like really like cares about like a girl, like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's a relationship guy. Like
that's not a bad thing. I'm not. That's kind of
like a bad thing.
But it's just it is what it is, right?
I'm more the type of dude that like I rather like I have one girl now. I have a girlfriend now. But I'm saying if I was single, even when I am single, I tend to like, even if I am like entertaining most, like I tend to just kind of like gravitate to like just kind of like one person. It just, for me, it's always just been like the comfortability of like talking to like one person has always been better than like
multiple right? People. Yeah, no, I'm the same way. Like you described the Detroit situation. It's funny. Like I think the bartender in Detroit thing, I was just like, all right, cool. Like I'm here,
and that's cool too. Like someone you already fucking, like someone you know, reconnecting with someone you know.
Yeah, it was just like I'm like I don't know. Like I was just trying to figure out like, damn, like post relationship, what does my life look like? You know, how do I operate? Do I still got it? Like sometimes, I think as a man or woman, you just want to know if you still fucking got it. Like, can I still quote unquote seal the deal, right? Whether you seal the deal or not, like, can I still get to the point where they're like, yo, I fuck with you? And you sometimes,
it's so funny when girls like, they be like, yo, do I still got it? I'm like, yo, do you look good? If you look good, you definitely still got it. Like, women have like, it so easy. Not to be like,
I'm very empathetic towards the struggle of women in today's society, but they could walk in a room and be like, all right, I'm gonna fuck that guy,
and it's over with.
It's a wrap. We don't have that. We can't do that. We don't have that luck. Like, we have to work and we have to struggle just to get a little bit of play in any room that we're in. If that's the goal, right?
If you are that guy that like girls happen to just like gravitate to, like, you still gotta put that work in, because then girls gonna be like, yo, work. He gets it too easy. I don't can work. So it's like, girl, So moving on for that topic before we get so but you get married.
Yeah, I get married. I think at this point it's like man, I think her and I were dating. I think I got married at like I'm 34 right now.
You were how old before you when you got married?
Fuck, I want to say 28, 29, something like that. Yeah, and we got married.
Because, not to cut you off, but like I know the first conversation we ever had was like, I was real like, me and you connected on that level because we had talked about like my past relationship. We connect. I think that was the biggest thing we ever connected on. We were able to have a real good conversation. So you were with this girl. Obviously, you tell the story, but you were with this girl. Obviously, like, you got married.
Dude, it's crazy. I was with her I proposed to her 6 months into our relationship, dude. Yeah. 6 months. Yeah, I proposed 6 months and then got married a year.
That's a fucking relationship guy right there.
Yeah, no, I'm a relationship guy, 100%. But I mean, I'm thankful for it. I learned a lot from it. But 6 months, then got married a year to the day that we got engaged. She's a great woman. I don't talk to her now, but she is a great woman. Was a great woman to me.
Shout out to her.
Yeah, shout out to her. But we just the reason that we separated was basically why I'm sitting here right now. It's like that creative bug bit me, and in the middle of our marriage, and I met the team that I'm rolling with now, the A2F team, like the founders of A2F, like the originals. And I just dove right back into it, head first. And, she allowed me to do it for a year or so, and then was like, kind of looked at me like, yo, what are you doing with this?
And not to get too deep into your personal stuff, but was it more of a
That's
thing
fine.
Like you just she didn't see the vision, or like you just think?
Yeah, I think it's a little tough. Like she was very she is. Let me not say was. She is very ambitious in a corporate sense because there's structure there. People like structure. There's comfort in structure, and I respect that, and I understand that. I've just never been a structure person. Like, you work a job because you have to fucking pay your bills, right? Like, it just doesn't.
Makes sense.
Well,
exactly.
It makes sense
to you, but it's not what you fucking.
But it's not what I want to do, right? So, I remember the conversation that kind of led to us being like, all right, something needs to happen. Like, this is not working anymore. And it's very much like, yo, she's like, what do you want to, like, what is this doing? Like, it's not bringing any money. And it's just like, it's hard to explain to a person who doesn't understand the life of a creative or an artist. Like, the shit doesn't bring you money overnight or pay for bills overnight. Like, even a year, sometimes it's years before you see a fucking cent
for sure.
of your hard work.
100%.
So it was like after a year, she's like, all right, what do you want to do? What is this doing? Like, what are you doing with this? What do you want to do with this? And I could already see she was starting to get a little frustrated. And you know, long story short, it just I rather have parted ways before we ended up resenting each other. And we did. And dude, it was a huge sacrifice for me. It's something that I don't regret. I don't feel bad for either. But you know, at the time as a man, I was like, fuck, like I'm hurting somebody that I love and care about. And but dude, like, you know, I sit here with you guys today, and I'm proud of the decision that I made. I'm proud of the decisions I've made along the way, because it's brought me a lot of happiness and a lot of success in other areas of my life. So I'd do it, if to be honest, you know, no disrespect to her, I'd do it all
Amen
over
to that,
again
brother.
a million times. Yeah. Real shit.
Sure, that's real as fuck. Honestly, that's real as fuck. Like, I know we've had a conversation before, but every time the second time you told me this stuff, like, it's like that always makes me respect you, because like that's kind of where me and you kind of always connected the first time we were talking over that one subject. But always knowing that you're a sincere guy and you're able to like you told me that like the first time we met.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, it's bro, it's me.
Yeah,
it's a part of my journey. It's a part of this whole story. I think that's why, you know, not to fast forward in the conversation, but I think that's why I'm gaining the small amount of success that I've gained thus far, is because I think people just want to feel connected to something. Yeah. They want to feel like, damn, like I could relate to that and I could understand his story. Like, this is very similar. And I'm not saying everybody's been married and be like, oh shit, I get it. But everybody's been through some struggles in a relationship, and they want to feel connected. And sometimes people just don't feel comfortable talking about it. They don't know how to process some of the shit that they feel. And I'm somebody who constantly, literally every day, I reflect, I process, and I'm able to understand the shit that I'm thinking, the shit that I'm feeling, and I want to be intentional with my words and my actions. So I'm always constantly working on myself, yo.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. So we're gonna take one quick break real quick intermission. And I'm surprised my brother Ledoux with some cake. I don't know if it's a cake. It was like a chocolate fudge cream.
But I don't like chocolate though. You didn't know that.
Like chocolate?
I hate chocolate. I can't stand chocolate.
Oh, no. Damn, I fucked with that. Surprised him with the wrong cake.
You don't know that it's funfetti cake that I do?
Yeah,
I do funfetti cake.
I just saw Pulpit's cake. Now I'll never forget. Now I have to get him another cake. Shit, now me and Ross are gonna eat the cake.
Now y'all gonna have cake by yourselves.
I got the wrong fucking cake, dude. Now that you say that the funfetti shit, I do like remember you do kind of saying a lot on Instagram. Like, funfetti cake. Yeah, it's like some chocolate mousse fudge cake.
Yeah, no, I hate chocolate.
You hate chocolate?
I fucking hate chocolate.
Wow.
It is extremely weird. Like when my when my abuela was alive, God rest her soul, she would call me the most ordinary American boy for not liking chocolate.
My little brother hated chocolate when he was a kid, but he likes chocolate now.
That's weird. Like, I don't know what it's
ketchup. He likes chocolate now. Like, his palate completely changed.
It's weird because what a catch. We're watching football.
Yeah. They know.
What do you call it? Like I've even tried chocolate now as an adult, and like I can't. Nope.
Wow.
Nope. It's not a thing like I tried as a kid and be like, oh, have you tried it? No, I've tried it now, and I fucking can't stand it. Like it makes me want to fucking vomit.
Well, we're gonna take a quick break, and then me and Ross are gonna enjoy some.
I'll just have more fucking Rum Haven.
Yeah.
Made with real coconut water, Caribbean rum.
Yeah,
plug. I'm trying to.
Marcel's trying to get.
I'm trying to get some kind of sponsorship. Yeah, I'm trying to get
me on
some
rum. He used to drink Henny.
I used to drink.
He was a Henny animal.
I was until last night.
One fun fact before we quit, we take our intermission. We actually recorded a previous interview before this
on Henny.
And a couple different things happened. Like one of them being Marcel got me too fucking drunk.
I did.
Off we think he killed like 3/4 bottle of Henny.
We did that day. We did.
Henny gets you.
But no mixer, just neat.
Yeah, that's one of the things. Like you gotta know how to.
Yeah. There was no.
You gotta know how to
mixer.
drink Henny when you're gonna drink it. Like if you're gonna drink it neat, you better prepare to get.
You're gonna get fucked up. Yeah, and we definitely the last time we tried to do this, we
not only was the sound fucked us, we had to crash. We had to trash the interview anyway. But like. We were pretty drunk.
We were fucked up. Like I think the shit went on for like 3 hours.
So we'll take one quick intermission. We'll get right back to the interview. This is your boy Yo Jose. Rossi's here. My brother Ledoux's here.
Yes,
Meet the fucking neighbors. Rents to Entertainment Co.
Built me up and I tore you down. Oh, you're I'm to blame. No, no. And they're just words, but damn they hurt, don't they? And I know you're tired of getting pushed away. I'm not your enemy. No, no. I'm not your enemy. No, no. I see those scars on your heart. Oh, oh. Lessons learned and empty words. Oh, oh. I know things will never be the same, the same. Apologies won't make it go away, away. I'm not your enemy. No, no. 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 I won't take the blame. I can't feel no pain. Numbing in the brain. Losing your own game. I'm not your enemy. No, no. I'm not your enemy. No, no. I'm not your enemy. No, no. I'm not your enemy. No, no.
Your rent's due, motherfucker.
And getting right back into things.
Jumping right back,
Jumping right back into things.
as if we never left.
Jumping right back into it.
When
It's your
we-
boy Yo
when we-
Jose,
we
Rent Stew
really
Entertainment
left.
Co. Meet the Neighbors, episode 2, featuring my brother Ledoux. Ross is in the motherfucking building as always to my left.
Yes, sir.
We talk about a bunch of different things. In the first part of the interview, we're right back at it. I actually surprised Ledoux with some fucking cake. But to my surprise, because he loves Publix cake, but to my surprise, he hates fucking chocolate.
What do you mean you're surprised? You just said you were like, damn, I do remember seeing you talk about funfetti cake.
I know you said funfetti, but I didn't know you hated chocolate.
Oh yeah, I can't
Yeah,
stand
so I guess that was a
chocolate.
big thing.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
you love funfetti, but I know you hated chocolate.
Which is, I mean,
Yeah.
that's good for everybody else that's around me.
Which
That's
is
more
crazy as
that's
fuck.
more chocolate for everybody else.
Yeah. So me and
That's how
Ross
I
gonna
see
enjoy
it.
this
I'm gonna
fucking
get
cake
into
real quick.
Yeah, nah.
We gonna
Regardless
cut
of
a
if this
slice.
is rude.
I'm just gonna enjoy this Rum Haven rum made with real coconut water.
plug it.
In this case, you guys are
Plug.
wondering, this is a
It's pretty.
mini
I'll tell you
chocolate
this.
fudge cream pie.
I don't like chocolate, but it is pretty as
We're
fuck.
gonna enjoy this.
I can't even front.
That's
So it's not.
nice.
So it is a cake or it's a pie.
That looks like it looks like a
like a-
pie.
It's like a pie, right?
looks
Consider this
pie.
The way it's cutting looks like a pie more than anything.
Yeah, we're gonna go with pie.
got some.
I don't know. Ross.
Yeah, it's very moussey.
Whoa,
It's very like
boss, that's my piece.
I don't know. It's hard to
Come
cut.
on
It's
now.
hard to cut. It's hard to get under. It's very like it's not very cakey. You know what I mean? Like it's very hard to get under. I feel like I'm just gonna drop the whole entire thing.
Yeah. Oh, it's very moussey. That's definitely a pie.
Yeah, that's a pie for sure.
We need to go cake shopping. That needs to be
That's
an episode. That needs to be an
That's
episode.
fine.
Go cake shopping at Publix.
We could bake a cake, honestly.
We could do that. That'd be a dope podcast
Cooking
Cooking cakes
episode.
with Ledoux.
We could
Yeah,
do a
hell yeah.
confetti Cake
I mean, look at fucking Action Bronson. I mean, come on.
for real.
Yo, Action
not?
Bronson was in that new movie Irishman. Y'all people that new movie Irishman?
I've not actually.
I've seen it. Yeah,
I don't know if I
Action
have
Bronson
3
has a
hours to
cameo.
dedicate to one movie.
It is super fucking long.
I broke it up in 3 nights.
See, I don't know if I could do it.
I watched the first maybe half, maybe like a quarter of it, and then I kind of fell asleep, obviously, in typical Jose fashion. And then
I don't last for movies. I just
Yeah, I always fucking just knock out.
be-
You don't even smoke weed either,
no, I
do
don't.
you? No, you don't.
I did take my first edible the other night though.
You did your first one?
Yeah, first gummy.
Damn.
Yeah, ever. Yeah.
How'd you feel?
It was fire. It was great. It was a balanced, quote unquote balanced one. Like so it was great, dude. I didn't feel super like lazy. I didn't feel like I just felt like, well, this is nice.
Is that why you don't like smoking? It like makes you lazy.
I mean, I don't know. I don't like. You know what? I can't tell you why I don't like smoking.
Like you don't like the act of physically like.
Yeah, I think that's
inhaling smoke?
never
what it
smoked,
is.
right?
Nah, never.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think it's the act of it more than anything.
A lot
I
of
think
my homies who like don't really smoke like that. It's because like they just don't like smoking. Like they'll like like they'll take an edible or like one of my homies now he got around to like he's on the vape pen vibe. He
nah, I
does that.
don't do the vape. I think the vape pen's
But
kind of
it's just like the smoke itself is like you
Yeah.
don't fuck with that.
That shit was mad good.
You already finished that?
Shout out Publix.
Damn.
I'll tell you this. I've dated girls that smoke and stuff like that, and like kissing them after they smoke, like the wrap, and it
Yeah.
depends on what you're smoking out of and stuff like that. Like the kissing a girl after I don't like backwood kisses. I'm sorry, not my thing. I'm out.
So from the
Shout out to my
hygiene
girl 'cause she smokes
standpoint,
yeah,
too.
from I'm
you
out.
kinda don't fuck
Yeah,
with the
no,
smoking.
I don't
Okay.
fuck with it at all. I'm sorry, I'm
My
out.
girl smokes joints. So I fuck with her for that.
Jose always be coming through smelling like a fucking hot boxed ass crib, like because he always be smoking in his house. So wherever he goes, he just smells loud. I'm like,
I
damn,
feel like the first time I met Jose, I feel like you just sparked up anywhere that first time in Detroit.
yeah.
You
I'm
just
mad
sparked
with
up
you.
anywhere. Yeah, you did.
We had a bunch of shitty ass weed too, so I was like smoking mad blunts. Like we were so fucking shitty. But let's get right back into things. We
man.
talked briefly how you met a few friends.
Yeah.
You took a little break from music, got married, got divorced, decided to jump back into things. That's when you ended up meeting I forgot their names, but your good homies from A2F.
A2F, yeah. So Will is the founder. A2F. Will's also a singer-songwriter. A lot of people don't know that.
Shout out to A2F. Shout out to Will.
Yeah, A2F is doing some amazing things. Not only from a musical standpoint, but also a community standpoint. There's a nonprofit involved, and every summer, we select a group of kids and we put them through a music program. I believe it's a 12-week program. So we're doing a lot of great things, and the growth year over year has just you kind of take a look back at where you started to where you are now, and it's just like, yo, we've come a long way, man. Like from a studio that was a few hundred square feet to now we have thousands of square feet, and then we have venue space. We have it's just
It really is a big ass space.
yeah, you've been there. I feel like a lot of people have been there, and it's really amazing, dude. And a lot of people, like you say, A2F, and a lot of people know what
who the fuck
A2F
is it?
means now. You know who it is. We've had a lot of I guess you could say, air quotes, quote unquote, higher end clientele come in, and it's just it's great, man. It's but I met Will, and I met the core team. I think if I could remember correctly, I think I was the fourth member of A2F. Now we're looking at 20 something people.
Nice.
Damn.
That includes producers, writers, artists, engineers, our interns, we are 20 something deep, and
amazing.
so I was the fourth official person of A2F, and so to be there from practically almost the inception to what it is now, it's truly amazing, dude. And I'm extremely grateful to be surrounded by the talented people that I am, and just to have people that believe in me as a not only as an artist, but just as a person, to say yo, we're gonna take a chance on you, we're gonna sign this publishing deal, we want to be a part of your career and stuff like that. And it's something that I don't take for granted at all, dude, because there's a lot of people out there that just don't have the opportunities that I've been awarded, and that not only that I've been awarded, but the ones that I continue to be awarded on a day-to-day basis, yo.
Yeah.
So I'm really thankful, man.
So the situation with them is what? It's a publishing deal?
Yeah, they have A2F publishing, and you also have Addicted to Fame Records, so it's a record deal also / a publishing deal, as well. But I think they saw my vision, and the last 2 years I've been under artist development, just really trying to create a sound that's unique, something that's different, something that we could something different to offer, especially in the South Florida market. I think you're in a market that is predominantly dominated by Latin music, hip hop music, and there's not a lot of now there is, right? Shout out to Chris the Cat. I know we're gonna get into that later, but shout out to Chris the Cat for giving R&B artists a platform to showcase their
100%,
talent on.
100%.
But there's not a lot of alternative artists, you know, that are doing soul music or cross genre music. And I think, you know, within the last 2 years, that's exactly what Ledoux and The Broken has become, is this cross genre movement that people are starting to, again, by reputation and word of mouth, are starting to recognize. And I'm really thankful for it.
Yeah. So you talked about Chris the Cat briefly. You talked about A2F. You just released a new single, right? Called Enemy.
Mm-hmm.
That will actually play at the end of this episode for everybody to hear. Or we'll leave a link in the description for everybody to go check that out.
Thank you.
When you just dropped that single, that's through A2F, right?
That's through A2F,
That's
absolutely, yes, sir.
You meet Chris the Cat. You perform at R&B. Anybody doesn't know who Chris the Cat is? She's I'm not gonna give her any titles because I don't want to.
She's a fucking boss.
She's
a fucking boss.
Shit. She's just a boss out here killing shit right now. She runs the platform R&B, and she's been doing so for a while. She's someone that I've known for a little bit, and I have a lot of respect for her because she's just been killing it for such a fucking long time. And I know you guys work very closely together.
Yeah, our relationship started off of a blind email.
Fire.
That was it. Like, I had recorded like a song in our old studio, and it was just like a 2.5 minute song. It was like almost like an open letter of, you know, just love and stuff like that. And I sent it to her, and bro, literally our relationship started from there. She came to the studio, we talked. She talked about her vision of R&B. It's crazy. Like we've been there, and I'm sure she would tell the same story. We've been there from the inception of what R&B has become now. So the relationship has been years in the making, and it evolved from friendship to creative relationship to her giving not only myself but some of our other artists on the label a platform to perform on, and multiple R&B and alternative R&B artists in South Florida a platform to perform on, to her now kind of handling I don't want to say my day-to-day, but her and I literally talk every day about, you know, where is this going? What are we doing? What direction are we moving in? You know, me as an artist, I have a vision. I say, yo, this is what I want. How do we get there? And I don't shy away from the hard work, from the dirty work. I'm like, yo, this is what I want to accomplish by this time next year. Tell me how to get there. And man, she's just like a plethora of knowledge. Like, she's just... And I just love the relationship that we have and the friendship that we have, and it's something that I value, and I thank her all the time for it because she didn't have to take a chance on me. You know,
Does she have an Art Basel event going on this weekend?
She had one today actually.
She did. Okay.
She had one today. I think her and Lunch Money hosted it, but she had one today. I texted her. She didn't text me back. You know, I was just trying to see how it was. Nah, she's popping. You know, she's, but you know, and rightfully so. She earned everything, all the success that she's getting right now. You know, and again, not only being, I guess you could say, a quote unquote client, just being a friend, just watching her growth year over year to what R&B was to what it is now.
Very admirable.
Like, yo, she just partnered up with Atlantic Records at A3C. Like, come on, like, you don't do that without working hard and busting your ass and getting your hands dirty, yo. So you have to give her fucking credit.
100%, 100%. Once again, clap it up for Chris the Cat.
Yes.
R&B. The new single "Enemy" it came out yesterday, today midnight. I know you told me that it might come out. It might have came out today.
Yeah, it was. It was. Man, it was.
It came out because I peeped it on Apple Music.
Yeah.
Boom. So it was official. Yeah. No, I was. So it was crazy. Like I was in my car actually at midnight, and I kept Googling Ledoux and The Broken, and seeing if anything would pop up, and it came up. And I went on Spotify, and it was there on Spotify. I was like, oh shit, it's got to be on Apple Music. I searched Apple Music. It was there. I was like, thank you. Because the truth of the matter is Enemy has been done for a little while now. Yeah. If I could give you some backstory around Enemy. Enemy was written by myself and she's my best friend, sister, but also label mate Amber. Amber sings. If you don't know who Amber is, she's fire. She's probably one of the best songwriters that I've met. Probably one of the best songwriters in South Florida, and I will put money on that, hands down. We wrote it randomly on a Saturday morning. Again, you know, going back to the story of having, you know, separated from my ex-wife because of this. On that specific day, and I think in that time I was feeling some kind of regret. Yo, the Flying Nun is fire, yo. Miami's so fire. I was feeling some kind of like regret, like, damn, like I don't want her to resent me. I don't want her to hate me. And I was like, yeah, I don't. And I think I said that the line, like, I don't want to be looked at as an enemy. And I was like, oh shit. And Amber and I, like, our relationship is just so dope. Like the way we met and just us, our working relationship. Like when we lock in, we could write songs in like 15, 20 minutes. and then she got on the guitar a little bit. She played like a riff. Excuse me. And we wrote Enemy in 15, 20 minutes. We brought it to my boy Jason Robbins, who is an amazing, like, that guy's getting a Grammy, like, in the next few years. I put money on that. And but he doesn't have a he works very unorthodox, I guess you could say. Like, there's no box that you could put him in. Like, he's just like, yo, let's try this. Like, the way he manipulates sounds, whether it's, you know, digitally, or he's like, yo, Marcel, go on the mic and do this sound and let's pitch it down or let's pitch it up and we're going to add it into the song. Like, in Enemy, it's funny, I listen to Enemy and I know where it is. Like, there's my beatbox is underneath like the tracks in some places, and if I know I could hear it, I don't think a lot of people could hear it, but like, we tried, like, every time I'm in the studio with him, we just try something different. And we brought it to him. Yeah, you push the boundaries and just try to, like, yo, like, let's not rely on just like just digital shit and software shit. Like, we have vocal abilities, we can make fucking noises. Like, if you look at Timbaland, I think most of Timbaland's tracks, like, has like an underbelly of like ooh, 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 ooh. Like, and he just, the way he incorporates it in his production is fire. So I think it's just learning how to manipulate these sounds and stuff like that. And Jason did that, and Enemy was a prime example of that. Enemy's probably like the third track that Jason and I did together. And bro, I'm just super proud of it. I think it's very different. I would like to go out on a limb and say I don't know if there's a lot of artists in South Florida that are doing that sound. There's not. You know, like, because it's just like, I remember when Chris first heard it, like Chris the Cat, when she first heard it, she was used to pop R&B Marcel. Yeah. And then she heard this shit, she's like, what is this weird shit? That's like, that was it. Like, and she'll tell you the story. She's like, yo, I don't get this weird shit. I don't understand it. Like, it's dope, but the fuck is it? Yeah. And then, like, it took us, like, we had put together like a little showcase with me and the band at A2F. Like, it was a private showcase. It was just for my management and her. We invited her out and she saw the live show. We did like a half-hour set and she's like, I get it. Yeah. She's like, it makes sense now. I get it 100%. This is
the best answer you could possibly get.
Yeah, like, and
it's simple. I get it.
And I kind of like the fact that you don't know where to put it. But you don't know what genre to put it in. Like, I think I don't know. I don't know if it was Chris that said it, but, you know, two of my biggest influences are Justin Timberlake and Kanye. And Enemy was, I feel like it might have been Chris the Cat that said it. That said it like, yo, like, if Justin and Kanye did a track together, it would sound like this. Like, it just sounds really dark, like 808s kind of Kanye, but you have like a little bit of the soul, like something Justin would do. And we definitely experimented with my voice on the track. There's a few other tracks that we're gonna drop that are, like, I guess you could say, quote unquote, experimental, where we manipulate my voice, we pitch it down a little bit, but we're just trying everything. There was no rules to what the fuck we were doing. Like, yo, let's just get in and create dope shit, and that was it. And Enemy was a result of that period of time where we just went in and just created dope shit. That was it.
It's amazing, bro. That's fucking amazing. You said shout out your boy Jason, right?
Jason Robbins, yeah, man. He owns a nice little boutique studio down in Little Haiti called Listen Don't Speak, and he's doing amazing work. I'm telling you, that's another studio that you're gonna hear a lot of noise from.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah, man.
So we're gonna wrap things up. Before we wrap things up real quick though, tell them where we can find those fucking shirts. We always ask you about them shirts.
These joints right here. Man, these man, shout out to my ex-girlfriend. She inspired this, yo. She inspired this. She probably doesn't even know it, but she definitely inspired this. I'm trying to like, I think, you know, all creators, we're looking for opportunity to create streams of revenue, right? Like, this is, you know, I'm gonna have my artist merch. I'm gonna have Ledoux and The Broken merch coming. This is something that I'm creating on the side, separate from my artist shit. I'm just waiting for the right time to drop them. Like, the concepts, the ideas are there, but I don't want to take away. I look at music as the vessel, right? Like, music is first and foremost, it's the most important, and I want to make sure that I drive that, of course, and I push that first, and then I feel like that will open up other opportunities to drop other things and shit like that. So these are gonna come out, but it was just like this is like a one of one. I just wanted to conceptualize it. I took it from, literally created this on my iPad. I took from my iPad, put it on a shirt, and I was like, I want to see how. You
showed me on the samples.
I did, right?
I'm not gonna act like I didn't see them. I've seen all the samples.
Yeah. So I was like, yo, I just wanted to see what it looked like, what it felt like, you know, how it looks on somebody, and they're gonna come out eventually. I think it's just timing is everything. But right now my focus is, you know, the Ledoux and The Broken Broken brand, the movement that I'm creating. It's again, I'm really, really thankful that people are coming to the live shows, whether it be with the full band or whether it be an acoustic set. Like, people are coming, they're hearing the stories, they're hearing the music. Like, I really like to provide an experience. And it's crazy because to me, I'm just doing what I feel like I'm supposed to be doing. Like, I'm not intentionally like, all right, we're going to do this here because it's going to make people feel this. Like, I'm just doing what I feel like if I was a regular consumer or spectator, I'm like, yo, I would want something like this. And like, yo, the reception is just extremely positive. And I've been told that my live sets are not shows, they're experiences. And for me, that's all I could ask for. And I'm just trying to push that. And get a little bit more creative and, go harder with it, man. And, eventually all this shit is going to come out. I did write a book. I wrote a poetry book. Like, it's done. It's been done for like 2 years. Yeah. So like, there's a lot of things that I'm sitting on. And again, I'm no better than the next person. I think there's just like, I think as creatives, we have a responsibility to just take something that we have in our mind and bring it to life and eventually put it out in the world, because you never know whether it's a book, whether it's a shirt, whether it's a song, whether it's a poem. You never know what this shit could do and how it could influence people and how it could change people's lives. So I really feel like as creators, we have a responsibility to just put our shit out in the world and let's see what it does. And
you do got you have a set coming up this weekend.
Best
on
Life,
Sunday,
yeah.
The Best Life R&B festival.
My first festival, man. Thank you, Best Life.
Emotional Oranges. What else is on there?
Sir Division, Emotional Oranges, Kiana Lede. You have obviously local artists on the main stage: Savannah Christina, Dina Adine.
All right.
It's an amazing.
It's a good time.
Yeah, it's funny because I was talking about this. I was on Jolt Radio last night. I was talking about like my manifestation game, and I tweeted back in February. I can't wait to like obviously having the songs that I have now. Enemy being one of them. I was like, yo, like we created these things to have a stadium sound. Like we wanted them to be bigger, like soundtrack. And now you're getting an opportunity. And it's crazy because like I tweeted back in February. I was like, yo, I can't wait to start performing at festivals in 2020. And here I am at the end of 2019, about to do my first festival, and I'm extremely grateful, dude. Like I just feel like, the hard work that the A2F team has done. I didn't do this myself, man. I don't take any credit, bro. First, I credit God. I credit the Creator. I'm just a vessel, but then I credit everybody else around me, man. I'm just a voice, dude. I'm just a voice. I have the ideas and stuff like that, but without co-writers, without the producers, without the publishing team, without the engineers, like I'm not shit, bro. Like I'm really not, dude. Without my music, shout
out to the motherfucking team.
Yeah, I think just artists need to kind of credit their team more, and I don't think it's so. I don't think it's.
A lot of artists need to realize that they need teams.
But I also think like, yo, like I think, it's funny that the term teamwork makes a dream work. Like it's so really corny and cliche, but it's very, like if you look at some of the bigger artists, like the Jay-Z's, the Beyoncé's, the Rihanna's, they have teams behind them. They don't do that shit themselves.
Of course not.
So it's just like
anybody at that level has a team behind them.
Exactly. So I think even on a smaller level, like having a team, and then I'm not saying it has to be a 15 fucking person team, but if you have a team of 2 or 3 people that you trust, that you make decisions and you create the content and you create the plan, the marketing plan, like, yo, it's important. It's pivotal.
Very important.
And I thank my team all the time. I mean, if anybody knows me, I don't take credit for anything I do. I really can't. I don't feel like I don't feel comfortable doing that.
You definitely should take some credit. But before we head out, tell people where they can find you at, all your music, social media.
The new single Enemy is on all streaming platforms.
All right.
If you just search Ledoux and The Broken, you'll find it. You also see a track that I was featured on earlier this year by Medicine called Who Are You? Social, IG, it's Ledoux and The Broken, LEDOUX, The Broken. I don't even know my fucking Twitter handle. I think I had to fucking finagle that shit.
You're not big on Twitter.
No, I'm not. I'm not that popping on Twitter. I'm not that popping anywhere.
You do a lot on Instagram, so you're good.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's cool. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for having me.
Go check out Ledoux's music.
I really want confetti cake now. I'm really kind of. tight.
I dropped the ball. I'm
really kind of tight.
Sorry about that.
I'm really kind of tight. Now, what we have to do though is we have to do like a side episode, and we film it like where you get me confetti cake, or like we just do a Publix run.
Yeah, let's do it.
And we just eat it right there in Publix and not pay for it.
And just walk out.
Walk out. Yeah. I mean, I love you, Publix. I'm waiting for my sponsorship, but y'all are slipping on that. I feel like I've given y'all enough. I feel like I've given y'all enough free pub, yo. I need something. Come on. Which by the way, chicken tender subs are on sale for the week, so you're welcome.
Go get your fucking chicken tender.
Go get your fucking. By the time this comes out, it might be not on
It's
sale.
gonna be over.
Yeah,
I
it's
think it's like on Tuesday. I used to work for Publix, so it's like on Tuesday, some shit. But this has been Meet the Neighbors, episode 2. My brother Ledoux, Rossi's here to my left. As always,
Appreciate
it's your boy
you
Yo
guys.
Jose.
Thank you so much.
All shout out to our listeners, our fans. If you listen to us on SoundCloud, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts, or watching on YouTube, thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. We're going to keep this Meet the Neighbors shit rocking. For now, listen to us, enjoy us, log into payappodcast.com, enjoy new episodes.
Hey, somebody get me a custom Vice jersey, please. I appreciate it.
Get Marcel a custom Vice.
I don't know if I like the blue ones. Give me one of the black ones, please. I appreciate it.
They're about to close out this game against the Wizards. We about to head out to our Basel, get a little more drunk.
Oh,
this has
Lord.
been Meet
Y'all
the
gonna
Neighbors
stick in
episode 2.
Y'all gonna be stuck in traffic for an hour.
Yeah, I know.
2 hours.
2 hours, yeah. Maybe we won't head out. No, we're going. We're going.
He said maybe we won't. Do that.
You already know what's going on. Until next time, it has been your boy Jose. Ross is here. Once again, shout out to my brother Ledoux.
Appreciate you guys.
Goes to that new episode, that new single Enemy. Goes to find all his music. Follow him at what was it again?
Ledoux and The Broken
Ledoux
on
and
IG.
The Broken.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to A2F.
Thank you,
It's been a
A2F.
great
Thank
time.
you,
Until
guys.
next time. We'll see y'all again next time. You're.